Welcome back. We're talking with Boston City Council President Andrea Campbell. And Councilor, General Electric's going through some problems here. Some of their promised investments here in Boston may well be in doubt going forward. With that knowledge in hand, in hindsight, was the deal that the state and the city cut to bring GE here a good idea? And how does this, if at all, influence your thoughts about potential deal making to bring Amazon here?
So I'll start with this. I think now that I'm leading the Boston City Council, we have a unique opportunity to join the mayor in some of these discussions at the forefront. So I think along with many of my colleagues weren't at the negotiating table with the administration and the governor to come up with the deal related to GE. So I think this is an opportunity for us to get involved with any conversations related to Amazon, and I hope that we get pulled in a little bit more. I will tell you, folks need jobs. That's one of the biggest things I hear about from residents in my district. Of course, that then means what do we do about transit to get residents from Mattapan and the southern part of Dorchester to the Seaport area. But I do think large employers like GE and Amazon have the opportunity to help us address major issues like affordable housing, things even in the criminal justice space, right? Who is employing folks who are coming out of the system? So I'd like us to think creatively about what assets they can bring when they decide to come to our city. And so I'm excited about the possibility of Amazon coming, but I do think the conversation has to involve them playing a significant role in every other issue: education, housing, public safety, criminal justice. And they have the resources, I think the intellectual capacity and the leadership and thought leadership to really be a part of these. And so I hope we pull them in a significant way, not just jobs, more than that.
Well, the city of Newark has pledged $5 billion in tax breaks. What goes through your mind when you hear that kind of number? Is that something we should be doing here?
I don't know. I mean, I'm a little torn. I think about how do we generate jobs? How do we get employers like that to come here to invest in our communities? I think there should be some level of incentive. How much and where the balance is, I'm not sure. I think that's why I would love for the council to be more part of these conversations. But I do think when you have a corporation like Amazon and GE, there's incredible potential for the city, and definitely around issues that I hope all care about. And so you think about creative partnerships that can be formed to address housing, public safety issues, criminal justice, education, things related to our parks. I think there's a lot that can be done, and so I'm excited for the possibility, and I hope we're thinking outside the box.
One last quick thing before we have to wrap it up. When Governor Charlie Baker ran for office 3 years ago, he aggressively courted votes from communities of color, including here in Boston. And he promised that if he were elected, he would not forget those communities. Has he kept that promise in your view?
I think so. It's interesting. It depends. I think folks at the end of the day want to see their electeds in their communities, when they want to see them more. I get that the governor covers the entire state, but we'd like to see him more, I think, in District 4. I think particularly around issues of criminal justice, I want to see more bold leadership. I do think that he's responsive in a lot of ways, has done some creative things around mental health, so we'll see. But I think there's always a lot more that can be done. People are in need in my district, and so I never want to say that we always get it right. We can always, I tell my team, if we are good and excellent, we can always do and be better.
Councilor, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Would you?
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Let's check in with you a few months down the line, see how things are going.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And thank you for joining me. Now I'm going to send it back over to my colleagues for more WBZ News.